Howdy folks, Jeff here, certified car care professional, and I just wanted to share a few cold weather car care tips with y'all today. Starting to get the cold weather in here in Texas, and so what are the things that we need to watch for? Well, first off, we want to make sure that we got your antifreeze is okay. We don't want your block to freeze. We don't want to have any problems, unnecessary problems. So we want to check, make sure you got the right coolant in, the right antifreeze in your vehicle, and that we got the proper amount and we got it where it'll provide you freeze protection. So how do we do that? Well, we have some tools. In this particular one, we take a sample of your coolant, drop it on here, and we can look and see how cold it'll protect to, how much freeze protection it has. We don't get real cold here in Texas, but we want to make sure that your antifreeze is protected, your engine's protected. The other thing is, a lot of people don't think about is your windshield wipers, your windshield washer fluid. Most of the time you have a summer mixture in there and it starts getting cold. We don't want that to freeze. Why do we care if it freezes? Well, then it'll crack that little plastic bottle, and there's no need for that. So there is some additives that you can put in that has some antifreeze in it, that has a little bit better cooling, it'll protect it a little bit better to the cold. So we want to check on that. What else? Well, you don't want to get stranded out there, and so we worry about when it starts to get hot or when it starts to get cold, your battery's going to be affected more. And so, well, how can we protect you from that? Well, we do now have electronic testers that will actually test the cold cranking amps, the capability of your battery. So we can tell you that, okay, this battery is going to show in a little bit of weak, and maybe it needs to go ahead and replace. That way you take care of your battery before you're out there stranded, before you get in a parking lot coming home and you go out there and it's cold and rainy and your battery won't start. Well, we can go ahead and have that tested before it causes you a problem. A lot of people don't think about that. A lot of places don't have all the proper equipment. We do. And what's some other things? Well, the biggest thing, the biggest pet peeve that we have in the morning is you get out and you start your car and your tire pressure light comes on, your tire pressure monitor. The little sensor in there is reading that you don't have enough air in your tires. And then you go down the street a little ways and all of a sudden your light goes off. Well, what's going on with all that, Jeff? Well, I'll tell you, there's a formula that for every 10 degrees that the temperature drops, the air pressure in your tires goes down. And so, well, first of all, we want to make sure that your tires are properly inflated so that that doesn't trigger. Now, it may still trigger if it gets cold enough, because sometimes we might have 30 degrees difference. We'll have a nice, bright, sunny day here in Texas, 70 degrees, and the next morning you wake up and it's 35 degrees. Well, we're going to have some pressure drops there, and it's going to trigger your tire pressure monitor. And this is what it is, a little sensor that's inside your tire that reads the pressure. So we want to check your pressures before it gets cold, make sure that you're properly inflated. Normally we do that when you get an oil change, but you can stop by anytime and say, hey, let's check them. But because you have the tire pressure monitors, a lot of times it'll keep track of that for you, and you just have to press a button and see what's going on. Well, that's the cold weather car care tips that I wanted to share with y'all. And like I said, those are just car care tips. I'm not telling you how-to video on how to go in and change your antifreeze, or how to go in and check your coolant or any of those things. We just want to give you some car care tips so you know what to watch on. And we appreciate you tuning in. As always, if you can't make it by here, go by a certified shop in your area, have a certified technician check out your vehicle and make sure that it's ready for winter. Thanks a lot.